Making a quick video about how to start with TeachSpark. And I would say the best place to start is chat with Valerie. You can just go to Valerie and ask anything. Valerie knows everything there is to know about TeachSpark. So if you have a class coming up or the school year coming up and you want to see the best way to use TeachSpark, let's just ask Valerie. Okay, this is what I've written. I'm a CTE teacher. I teach ROP business. My classes are integrated marketing, economics of business ownership, and sports industry and marketing. What is the best way to be using TeachSpark? Let's see what Valerie says. Browse template library. Try a design activity. Don't have any ideas. Can you help? Let's see what she says. I think I like this one. So what I'm going to do is I am going to say, how about a brand identity workshop? So best thing to do, I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to say, how about, and I'm going to paste. And let's see what Valerie says. Let's just say build it and see what she does. Okay, so what it's done is opened up Build with Valerie. It's already put in the information that you need for what the activity will be, and we will go ahead and build that activity. I'm going to pause now. Actually, it wants to know some more details. How long? Let's say 50 minutes. Let's say 25 total points. Build it. Okay, the new activity should be done. It's not showing up here, but we need to go close this. One of the things that is important to know about TeachSpark is that there's a lot of things going on in the background. So sometimes when something's done, you can't find it anywhere. It doesn't show up right away, which is why we put this refresh dashboard button here. There's also a pro tip on hard refreshing your entire browser, which this combination of keys is how you do it. On a Mac, I'm on a Mac, Command-Shift-R. So I'm going to close that, but I'm just going to refresh my dashboard. You see there's 75 apps created right now. I'm going to do it again. Now there's 76. This is the one that was just created by Valerie from the information that we used in the chatbot. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, make sure it's a good activity. Remember, it was the brand identity workshop. So this is the activity. I'm going to go here and check and make sure that everything seems to be filled out. It does. I'm going to go ahead and just grab the link. I'm going to open up a new tab and I'm going to go into the activity. Okay, now here's the activity. I'm going to put in my name. I love using Meg. You see it's right there. Obviously, we don't need an email address or anything. You can use that in your classrooms if you decide to, but one of the reasons that's optional is for privacy reasons. So here's the activity. So you would go through the activity, make sure everything looks good. Looks like it's pretty good activity. You can, of course, decide, and we wanted the whole lesson to be 50 minutes. Well, so now we have the activity. So let's go back, and this is the best way to use TeachSpark. Let's go back. Let's make sure that the name is correct. So I'm going to copy this. Copy. I'm going to paste it here. So we know the name's going to be saved. As soon, if I go back, I refresh again, and our name is changed. So now we have the activity, but let's go and create a lesson plan. Here's the lesson plan button. You can see all of the buttons on the guide. The guide has all of what the different activities, what everything that's on the card. So the first thing we want to do is build a lesson plan. 50 minutes. I'm going to make this a little longer just because, and I'm going to tell it generate lesson plan. It's going to generate a lesson plan based on the activity that we just built. Now here's your lesson plan. You can, if you don't, like if you want to add something to it, you can just copy it to your clipboard. That way you can put it in a Google Doc and you can adjust it how you see fit. But let's say I'm going to download this PDF because I want to print it out. I can save it. I'm going to go back here, and you can also save it to TeachSpark. Let's also save it. I'm not going to put it in a new folder. I'm going to save it. If I want to view it later, I come back to the library, lesson plans, and here is my lesson plan. Okay, so now I have my activity and my lesson plan. Let's say I want to go a little further, or I want to make sure that I have printed versions too. So let's print a worksheet. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to shut down the video and come back when it's complete. Okay, now here is the printed worksheet. This will match the same activities, the same questions that are on your activity. I can go ahead and print this and save it. You want to download it. Maybe you don't want all the students to do it online. You can. It's always another way to check it. Also, let's print an answer key. Again, all these things take a little time, but you can see by the quality of what's being created, it takes time because it's actually from the very beginning creating a bespoke lesson. Even if you put in the exact same prompt, the lesson will be a little bit different. The questions will be a little bit different. Part of the reason I wanted to have something like TeachSpark is because I wanted to be able to have students practice the same type of things in different ways, which is part of what TeachSpark does. Okay, I'm going to stop this for a minute and let this finish. So it finishes faster than I thought. So now here's your answer key. I'm going to save that too so I can print it out. But the beautiful thing is both of these now, if I go to my library, I go to my worksheets, brand identity, it's already saved. It saves automatically. I can view that. So this is the same as the activity. I can go to my answer keys. Voila, it is here too. So same thing. This has all the correct answers from the activity and from the sheet. So now let's say I also want to, the same thing, I want to create a Blooket set. I'm going to use the same activity and I'm just going to create Blooket set. I want it to do, let's say 30 questions, and I'm going to tell it to generate and download. Okay, here's my Blooket set. It actually took a couple of times to generate. I'm not sure why, but sometimes that's just the way things happen. So now that's there, so I'm going to go open up my Blooket. I'm going to stop this. Okay, this is my Blooket. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab the name of this. Copy that. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to create in Blooket. I'm going to do a CSV upload. Actually, I got to add the title first. I'm not going to worry about the identity or the description. Upload CSV. And there are a few of them because I did it a few times. I'm going to do that one because I think that's a 30 question one. And here are my questions. And I'm going to say show answers. So this is all, again, this would be after you teach the lesson, after they take the activity, because these questions are all based on the activity that you generated and the lesson plan you generated. That's what makes TeachSpark so unique. You can find a generic brand identity question set on Blooket, but this is tied to everything else on your activity card. It's all tied together. So once you teach the lesson, these are all other things you can add to make sure you have a full lesson in your class. And I said 29, I said 30, only did 29. Obviously, if you use Blooket, you can add all those. But I'm going to go ahead and save the set. So with one card, those are just some of the things you can do. You can also go to Learning Path. You can create another version of this same activity. It will not be exactly the same. You can add it to your calendar, add it to your Google Calendar. You can download a JSON file. You can add it to a unit. There's no units created yet, so you'd have to, actually there's created. Let's see if I add it to market information research. So I can add it to a unit. Position 1's already taken. It's giving me the option to put different things in there. Position 2's already taken, so I would have to create a brand new unit, but you could create a whole unit. That's a whole nother video though. Anyway, what I wanted to do, just show how you can start from scratch with TeachSpark by chatting with Valerie. She'll help you figure out kind of what direction to go in. You can create an activity and you can create unlimited activities. So if you don't like this one, you can generate another one. It does take a while, but you can see from the quality of the activities, it's different than what you get if you're going straight to one of the different AI chatbots. Anyway, that's it for this video. I will be making more of these because I know TeachSpark has a lot of different parts to it. This is starting from scratch with TeachSpark.